Good morning, Saturday, 12th of February. Just about 8:30, going to be heading down to the unit via a few other places. Got some stuff to pick up for today's activities. But a minor disaster. Sarah told me yesterday that the final keg is gone. So that's a sorry sight, isn't it? Empty. Plenty of hops though. That's all my homebrew stuff. Yeah, but got no beer. Can't believe it. I'm gonna have to buy some. Ridiculous. The last one that's just gone is the mild David Heath's recipe mild that we made. So got 4 empty kegs there. Got to do something about that. So a little bit of home brewing coming up next few days, I think. Restock so that we can repopulate Smegerator. So today I'm going to be focusing on electrical work. So the landlord's electrician has come back with his price and availability. Unfortunately, he's not free until sometime early March, which is a bit of a problem. We've got to get started. Because he's so busy, the price is a premium, I think. I don't blame him for that. It's his business. But the price that he's come back with, I think, is beyond what I think the job's worth. Like I said, his call. No issue with that at all. If he's busy, you're gonna quote what's worth coming to do the job for, right? So, but it's had the effect of having us rethink how quickly we need to do the electrical work and how we get that done. So I discovered that another friend is also an electrician, and he's offered to allow me to do most of the heavy lift, really, under his supervision, at least in a distance way to start with. Then he's going to come down, make sure everything's been done to the right spec, and he'll finish off in the panel, test, and certify it. So I think we're going to go that way. At least that way I'm only paying for half a day's labour instead of 3 days labour, I guess, is what the other guys put on looking at the price. So this morning's adventures will include trips to City Electrical Factors in Crewe, and then Wickes, Screwfix, then down to the unit. We're going to make a start. See if we can get this done in a day. Not sure if we can. Probably going to stretch into tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on. So here we are again. I've got all the materials, so I'm going to just crack on, I think. Just fixing this armoured cable. This plasterboard's terrible. I mean, it's perfectly good as plasterboard, but it's not particularly strong mechanically to support the weight of this armoured cable. It's about a kilo a metre, so going across there is a bit of a problem. Behind the plasterboard though are steel studs, so what I'm thinking is to put a batten across that bit of wood that you can see there. Got some more here as well. Put a batten across all the way along just to give it some strength, and then we're going to cleat into that. That solves another problem, which is the cable clip, the cleats spacing for this cable needs to be a maximum of 450 millimeters. I'm not sure what the centers of the studs are across here. It looks like they might be half the panel, so they're probably 600. So if I was to screw direct, even if I'm aiming for the studs, I'm only going to get 600 centers on the clips, and I need that 450. So the other thing I discovered last night, because I'm trying to do this as close to regs as I can just to save any challenges later when it gets signed off, is there needs to be some metal clips in there as well as the plastic cleats in the event of fire, so that there's at least a mechanical device holding it secured to the fabric of the building, which this batten will be secured to the fabric of the building. So I'm going to do every few clips, I'm going to put a metal one in. So the idea is we start from the panel, we're going to come out the top, we're going to run along that girder that you see there, around that upright, across, and then we're going to go broadly where the seam is between the two boards. The reason for that is just to make sure we clear the top of the conditioning rooms. We'll go all the way across over the top of those, and then we'll drop down about here onto another sheet of ply that I've got. I'll fix this ply to the wall there, and we'll put the consumer unit and the sockets on the ply, and then we can flex out of that into the heating elements over there. So that's the plan. So it's still Saturday, and I've run out of day again. It's gone dark and I'm starving, so I'm going to go. But I think I've been on my own here today. I think I've done all right, actually. I'll just show you what we've got completed, what still needs to happen. This is the consumer unit, just a cheapy one from Toolfix, but it is metal, so nice and chunky. So I've installed that at the correct height from the floor, which I don't know if this is just residential or whether it applies to industrial too, but between 1350 and 1450 millimeters from the floor to the center line of the switches. So I've done that anyway. Armoured cable, terminated properly. God, I haven't put an armour gland on for many years, actually. Yeah, there you go. I'm injured. Need to get some colour sleeve in, because obviously with it being 3-core armoured cable, the colours aren't as expected, so need some blue and green yellow sleeve. I'll sort that, or tape or something. Just for now, you know, I have got the bits, I've showed it in a previous video, I've got the bits to start building the controller, but I just want to get going, and I have taken a leaf out of the previous owner's book, and we have opted for 13 amp switched fused spurs. I know it's a bit ghetto, but it's going to do the job. And actually, it gives us power control between 0 and 100% in steps of 25%, doesn't it? So just turn one off if you want it to go 20, if you want it to go to 75%, and turn 2 off if you wanted to 50%. Not ideal, but it's going to get us through that first couple of brews while I get the rest of the panel put together. As I said, cables in, armoured cable, cleated at the appropriate centres, 450 maximum is the specification or the regulation. So we've done that, and every so often you'll see what looks like one missing, but if you look carefully, it's a steel clip that hammers in. You drill a 10mm hole and hammer them in, and I'm assuming that that's in the regulations in the event of fire. So if the cleats melt, you don't have a live armoured cable flapping around without anything holding it up mechanically, so they're not coming out. They're fixed in the wood and the substrate behind it. So rest of the cable across to here, then we run along the girder, and this is where I need to finish off basically. So I need some girder clips to tack it to that, and obviously we can terminate into the main panel here. Well, I can't actually, but I can, but I won't. I'll get it ready, and then our electrician friend can come and do the dangerous bit after he's checked my handiwork. A long time ago, I did 2 years of an electrical apprenticeship when I was 16, and I never quite finished it. So I've got some partial qualification, but I know it's not valid anymore. I think it was 16th edition when I did it. So there you go, showing my age. Anyway, a little bit of knowledge is a dangerous thing, so that's why I'm getting the expert to come and check it out. But I think it looks pretty good. I'm sure I've missed something, but no problem. We can always go to Screwfix, buy a few more bits if we need. Just before 6, I'm going to go get a Chinese takeaway, I think.